to Jill and Hugh Barbecue. If you saw last night's video, you'll know that it was a little bit of a red meat extravaganza. So today we thought we ought to maybe cook a chicken. However, it's such a miserable, damp, horrible day, although it's bright and sunny at the moment, but it's bitterly cold. We thought, no, let's have something really hearty, like a lovely beef shin casserole, and we're going to do that. We can eat fish and chicken next week. So we've got here the Dutch oven, which is going to go on the Kamado Big Joe 3. It's quite a huge pot. And here I've got about 3 kilograms of beef shin, good quality beef shin. It's actually a mixture from 2 different suppliers because we couldn't get enough. So I've cubed up the larger pieces into fairly substantial chunks, but some of the one that was already cubed is a bit smaller, but it'll be fine. And we're going to smoke that meat on the Big Joe on the grill, not in this at the beginning. We're going to smoke it at 120 degrees centigrade, just on the grill, for about an hour to an hour and a half, so that the smoke, which is going to be coming from oak, will get into the meat. And we've done it before, we have done this before, and it was truly delicious. The last time we did it, we used red wine, but today we're going to try beer. And I've got this amber ale here, which also I've used before, and it is really nice. So that's going to go on the Kamado Big Joe grate, and in here I'm going to put all the stock and the liquor, which is going to sit beneath, so that as this starts to get some smoke and any juices come out, they'll go into this pot, which will just obviously add to even more flavour. So I can put the stock in ready. So in here, over 2 jugs actually, I've got some really nice rich beef stock. There's a can of good quality oxtail soup. I've got the beer. There's a chopped up shallot. I'm not going to add onion, just the chopped up shallot. It's one of these shallots. I think they're called elephant shallots, but if anybody knows, they might like to tell us. A couple of garlic cloves. I'm going to stick in 3 small bay leaves. If I had large ones, I'd probably put 2, but 3 small ones. There's some thyme and some parsley, lots of black pepper, no added salt, because I find the shallots quite salty. And if you've seen the meats that we've been doing when we've been smoking meat, we've used quite a lot of rubs and they're a bit salty, so I think we need to play the salt down for a while. Doesn't need to go in this. And just to take out any harshness, there's a nice big spoon of redcurrant jelly. So I'm just going to pour that into this pot. And a little tip, if you do it over the back of a spoon, a wooden spoon, it tends not to spit up so much and go everywhere. I don't know where I found that out from, but it does seem to work. So I've got it over 2. Just give that a bit of a stir around. I have got a little bit, a sort of heaped teaspoon of cornflour in that. That might seem like an awful lot of liquid, but because it's going to be under this meat when this meat is smoking and the flame will be underneath, it will evaporate quite a bit. And last time we did it, we found we didn't have, well, we did have sufficient sort of liquor, gravy, whatever you want to call it, but we just thought we'd add extra. So while I've been doing this, Hugh's been preparing the Kamado Big Joe, and we're going to take the meat out and smoke it. So see you later.
So while Jill's inside preparing the beef shin, I'm going to light the barbecue. I've got 4 fire lighters in my fire basket. Get the trusty blowtorch and we'll light the fire lighters. There we go, we've got all four going. Just there we go, make sure they stay alight. Now I'm going to leave the Big Joe open for at least 10 minutes till this starts to go properly, and then I'm going to use, this is oak, and I'm going to use oak for the smoke to get the flavour on the beef. So I'll be back in 10-20 minutes once this has got going. Right, we've got Jill's Dutch oven with the cooking liquor in there. I'm now going to put in my little chunks of oak wood to smoke the meat. Just put these in like that. Put the grill grates in place. So we've got the fire basket with the smoking wood, we've got the accessory rack in place, we've got the Dutch oven on top of the accessory rack, and we've got the grill grates on top of that. Now I'm going to use this, which is supposed to be a barbecue sheet, which is good for any temperature, and I'm going to put this on top of it so we can get maximum amount of meat on the barbecue to smoke. Well, we're roughly halfway through the cooking process, or the smoking process. As you can see, this is picking up quite a lot of smoke. So now I just need to turn it all over and make sure we get it cooked evenly. So I'm going to take it off here. I'm going to remove this little rack, turn the stuff at the bottom. I don't know how hot this rack's going to be. I'm going to use this anyway, just to remove that from there. There we go. Not that hot. Do you know what, I don't think I'm going to put the rack back. I think I'm just going to leave them on the mat because it's plenty big enough. I'm just going to leave that like that to pick up a bit more smoke. And we've still got plenty of liquor in the bottom. We'll see you back out here in 45 minutes. So our beef has been smoking for another 45 minutes, and it looks like it's picked up a lot more smoke. Let's have a look. Yep, that's just what we're looking for. So we're now going to remove all the beef from the barbecue mat and put it onto a tray. And we're being careful not to lose any into the pit. So just scrape the last few bits together. get them off the barbecue mat. You can see how much juice has come out, and a lot of that has gone into our Dutch oven. So now we remove the barbecue mat, and we're going to remove one side of the grill grate. And now we're going to give it a quick stir, and we're going to add some sliced carrots to give it a bit more body. Remove the other grill grate, and now we're going to put our smoked beef into the Dutch oven. Stir it as we're doing it. That's it, get it all in. And once it's all in, we're going to just pour the juice from the beef off the tray into our Dutch oven. So it's got all the flavour is in there. Give it a quick stir. Make sure nothing's sticking. Now we're going to put the lid on the Dutch oven. Make sure it's properly sealed so it doesn't vaporise away. And now we're going to leave it to cook for another 4 hours. So we'll see you back at the pit in 4 hours.
Our casserole's been cooking for about 3.5 to 4 hours, probably nearer 4. It's piping hot, beautifully tender, so I can't really lift this up to show the camera, but I'm just going to take a couple of chunks out and we'll just give it a little taste test. In fact, I'll put a little bit on a plate so that you can see that the stock has thickened up quite nicely. There's still plenty of it left, so after you.
Ooh, it's still very solid as well. Nice big chunks.
There's some chunks, some is a bit more shreddy.
That's beef shin, and it is so soft you wouldn't believe, and it's picked up so much smoke flavour.
It has picked up a lot of smoke.
Wow.
It looks like the connective tissue and everything has pretty much melted down into the meat. Are the carrots cooked?
I don't like carrots.
Is it soft enough?
It's so soft, and it's got smoke flavour.
Yeah. So we could put the carrots in a bit later, actually, if you want a little bit of texture.
Is really, really good. I have to say, yeah, it's so soft.
I think with red wine there's more flavour, richer flavour. This is different. It's maybe a tad sweeter with the beer, so it's quite different.
However, we have got red wine to go with it.
Yeah, we should really have beer, I suppose, but cheers. I think it's different. It's different to the red wine. The red wine is much more robust, isn't it?
And
this is a bit sweeter.
This is a lovely red wine. Campo Viejo Grand Reserva. This is well...
It's a Rioja.
It's a Rioja.
Yeah.
This is super well worth the money. Yeah. It's not cheap, but it's
worth it.
It's worth it.
And we're going to have this with some mashed potatoes, some mashed parsnip with lots of butter and black pepper, and some tender stem broccoli. And we'll let you know how it goes.
So again, if you enjoyed watching this, please hit the subscribe button down there. Hit the big thumbs up for a like and the bell so you get the next edition. Thank you for watching.